Wow. Yeah, today I'm going to be showing you a little thing, fantastic. Didn't even know that Linux had it. It's completely free. If you have gaps in your video, right, like I do, I always talk, then I leave a bloody gap before I get onto the next bit because I speak so slowly and my voice is so boring. So it sends everyone to sleep, which is absolutely fantastic, right? Now, this is a video that I done this morning. I'm just going to rename it to Main. Yeah, you can call it whatever you want. I'm just going to call it Main, all right? We'll call it that. Here it is here, all right? And what I'm going to do, I'm going to open up a terminal. Fantastic little program, even though it comes down with Shotcut, okay? I can't remember where I got it from, but it takes out all the gaps of your video, right? It takes them all out. And I'll be doing the same on this video as well, because already I have made really weird gaps in between the words that I'm trying to express or get on over, you know what I mean? And I'll do that in every single video, and it's like, God's sake. Now, I used to use Olive, the 1.0 version, in order to get on thing, and it does warn you, because it's an alpha, there will be errors, there will be bugs, and it'll group on off, and goodness knows what else, all right? But, yeah, this just works, all right? This little thing here. I've just got to find the command that I've got. Oh, don't worry about that. Oh, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Popcorn. Yeah, brilliant. I highly recommend it. Come on. Got to be in here somewhere. Here we are. Right. It's called Auto Editor. So it automatically scans your sound of your video. All right. Or any other file. You can do, you can also do MP3s as well. So if you've done like a podcast and you've got gaps galore inside of whatever you're speaking, like that, for instance, you know, but you won't hear that because the auto editor will blank that gap out. So if I left a gap like this, you won't have that. You won't hear the gap. It's gone. Like that one as well, you know, it's gone straight away. And this will do it for you. So we called it main, didn't we? Just a little m. Main.mp4. And it also gives you the allotted time that it will take for it to do. So what it does, it extracting audio and creating new video. So here we are, we're at 1.6. And it'll cut some minutes off of your video at the same time, which is absolutely fantastic. It's just what you want for editing. It saves going on through your timeline and cutting out all the gaps yourself and linking it all together. This just does it for you and sorts it all out. Absolutely brilliant. Now you can also save it as an XMP file. Is it XMP, XML file as well? Works in Windows 2 Auto Editor. Absolutely fantastic. Didn't even know that this was out here. This is already in the repos of an Ubuntu based system as well. So it's like, wow. I'll be showing you something else as well that I have on here. I highly recommend. I can't live without this app, this particular one, because it takes rendering to a whole new level. Takes all the gaps out. Then I can put this on through to Audacity, this video, this new one. I can put straight on through to Audacity and then make my voice sound better through there. Yeah, brilliant. Free open source tools on out there if you know where to look, you know. But yeah, absolutely brilliant. So I highly recommend it. Have a look at it. Go for Auto Editor as it's written there. It should be in Synaptic. We'll have a look in a minute. It should be in there, straight on out the bag. There was no need for me to add the PPA or anything. It was just straight on in. And I thought, yeah, all right, I'll have some of that, and tried it out, done it on all my videos. Absolutely brilliant. Of course, this is my main system now, as you can see from the list above here in the terminal. AMD Ryzen 7 5700X, 8 cores, 16 threads, and it's only a 65 watt. What? 65 watt processor. Yeah, I mean, how much power do you need? Don't need a lot. It's nippy, quick. I've got 32 gig of RAM on here, of course, because games need that now. Games actually do need that bit of oomph now, you know, with the latest and greatest graphics that these games plonk on out. So it's going to be about 1:15. I don't know how big this file is going to be. It's going to be a few minutes yet. We're at 12 minutes past 1 at the moment. I'm just going to take a sip of my cold coffee because I forgot to drink the bloody thing. Now, I haven't long done the other video. And what I'll do, I will show you the differences between the two after it's been rendered. It shouldn't take that long now. And to think that I'm recording this video at the same time as rendering. Amazing, isn't it, what we can do now? The power that we've got now. Processors say yeah and do all that. AMD is fantastic. Really, really is. Goes really well with the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3060. But the only problem with that, you can't save your settings. So if you've got a screen like I've got, you end up with screen tearing. After you've got the drivers on in, you've got to save your thing away, but it doesn't save anymore. So you have to write up your own xorg.conf file and plonk it into your Etsy X11. Yeah, bloody pain it is. And the way you have to do it is to push review inside the save window of the NVIDIA drivers. Pop your cursor in, and then highlight everything. Control A, copy it and put it into a file, and then add it on over to your Etsy. That's the only way around it now. Bloody stupid. I don't know why it won't automatic. No matter what operating system you're on, it will not automatically do it. Yet in Arch, if you're in as root, it finds it straight away. I don't get it. I don't understand it. Oh well. Right, we're nearly there. 1:15 now. 99. 100. There we go. So it's just going to write the output file. And it'll also tell you how many minutes it's taken on off. Yes, and automatically play. Now gotten rid of Windows altogether. I am now fully installed with Cinnamon. Oh yes, and yeah, I've got it all set up. All set up. Not ready for gaming as of yet. Not until I get my other bit. Right, and what I'm going to do now. There we are. I took 5 minutes 38 off. All right, so that's the main one that we've just altered. It's now called main altered, okay? So that's the one we've just done. So I play this one. Woohoo! Yes, I have now gotten rid of Windows altogether. I am now fully installed with Cinnamon. Oh yes, and yeah, I've got it all set up. All set up. Not ready for gaming as of yet. Not until I get my other build on in, but I should be able to just transfer this on over. That's the beauty about Linux. Don't matter what hardware or whatever you're on, it'll convert itself. It'll convert itself on over without griping, without you having to put or redo a blooming key or whatever like you do on Windows, having to prove yourself all the time on Windows. It's like, oh, for God's sake, it's like the Spanish Inquisition with Windows, isn't it? Bloody Spanish Inquisition that just says, tell us who you are. What did you have for lunch? How many fingers are you holding up? You know? See, there was a long gap there. But with this one, woohoo! Yes, I have now gotten rid of Windows straight on altogether. I am now fully installed with Cinnamon. Oh yes, and yeah, I've got it all set up. All set up. Not ready for gaming as of yet. Not until I get my other build on in, but I should be able to just transfer this on over. That's the beauty about Linux. Don't matter what hardware or whatever you're on, it'll convert itself. It'll convert itself on over without griping, without you having to put or redo a blooming key or whatever like you do on Windows, having to prove yourself all the time on Windows. It's like, oh, for God's sake, it's like the Spanish Inquisition with Windows, isn't it? Bloody Spanish Inquisition that just says, tell us who you are. What did you have for lunch? How many fingers are you holding up? You know, what the hell? They want to know everything. They want to know the ins and outs of a duck's arse, whereas here in Linux they do not. There you go. Fantastic. Having a really good time. Found some lovely themes for this. See? Straight on in. Cut all the gaps out. Does it automatically. Really, really good. Really, really good. Now that was a long gap I left there, and it will, once I've done this video, it will render it properly and get rid of all of the gaps. Oh yes, in diddly doo 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 land. Yeah, it will. So yeah, really, really happy with that. Also, if you're a typer, Yeah, and your bloody mouse keeps getting in the way. I highly recommend. I think I've done it in the past video actually. Maybe I haven't as of yet. But it's called Xbanish. Yeah, and basically what it does, when you type, if you have to set it up to start up with your computer. But when you type, your cursor disappears automatically. I can't record it doing that. Okay, but it does disappear. I'll bring my mouse back, push a key, and it disappears. Like I say, I cannot record it doing that, just simply because it's actually a layer that goes over the top. So your cursor disappears, but wherever you put your mouse, it puts another layer over the top to make it disappear. It just saves on having, when you're typing on out and your mouse gets in the way, and sometimes, especially on the laptop, this isn't a laptop, of course, but if you're writing out, like, I don't know, forums or whatever, sometimes your cursor can get in the way, and there's a strange vibration that happens, especially on laptops, and it moves your cursor about, and for some unknown reason, it can muck your writing up in a forum. If you never experienced that, good luck to you. Congratulations, If you've never experienced that before, I have on laptops before. I've experienced that a hell of a lot. But with Xbanish, which is straight on out of the Ubuntu repos, you can get it, and it works. And it's good, especially if you're on a site where your mouse is always there all the time. It's good for that as well. You can make the mouse disappear just by pushing a key. It can be whatever key you want. Absolutely fantastic. Anyway, that is it from me. Thank you very much for watching. Bye for now.